So suddenly you are like, you either are making money or you're getting a sponsorship budget, right? That on its own just is amazing. Hey, this is Iman Agay, international best-selling author, serial entrepreneur, and international public speaker. And today I want to answer the question about how to fill my events. Quite a few number of people ask me this question. And as you know, I've spoken about 400, 500 events. I don't even know how many events anymore, just in the past few years. And I've organized a lot of events. As some of you guys know, I own a company called Entrepreneurs International Network, where we had chapters in 29, actually 31 cities in 5 different countries. We were doing lots of events and stuff on a daily basis. And people say, like, how to fill your event? Like, how do I fill my events? Okay, so there are so many different ways to fill your events. And I go to like the 3-day events because those are kind of like a harder ones to market than other type of events. Now, one of the things I want to say, so you can actually fill up your events in 2 different ways. Well, there are so many different ways, but there are the 2 major ones that you can make your event a bonus on top of an online course. I really like doing that, because when you are doing webinars or when you are going to other people's 3-day events, having an online course that has a bonus ticket to a 3-day live event works amazingly well, because you can sell a lot of your online course, and people who want to come to the event, they can also come to the event. So financially, it works a lot better than your event is a bonus on top of your online course, right? Now, the second one is obviously selling the event directly. And for selling the event directly, there are different things you can do. Number one is that you want to make sure that you are marketing your event in the places that other people go to events, right? So one of the places, like if I want to do an event in Vancouver, I go to events that are happening in Vancouver, and I sponsor people that are at events in Vancouver to come to my events there, okay? So that's the one thing. Like I either sponsor them or I sell the tickets, whatever I do, right? But like, I get people in local area to actually come to the event. I also go to the cities close by and market the event directly to the event. So if there's a 3-day event happening, I'll go to those 3-day events, invite people to come to my 3-day event. If there is an evening event happening, I'll go to those evening events, invite people to come to my 3-day events, right? So I market my events in other people's events. That's the one thing that's definitely good. There are other things that you can actually make lots of deals with lots of social networks. So lots of groups are out there that their job is specifically marketing events. So you can actually look online to see who are the people that are organizing events and their job is marketing other people's events, and see if you can make a deal that they become your joint venture partners. For example, in Vancouver, we have a company called Small Business BC that helps entrepreneurs to actually build their business, and they have access to a lot of other people. And one of the things we can do is that we can go ahead and get them to sponsor us, or we kind of give them free sponsorship to promote them to our network if they promote us to their network, right? So you can actually get all of these sponsorship things. One of the other things is actually sponsorship in terms of the cash sponsorship. For example, one of the things you can do, you can have sponsored speakers that, like, for example, you give them 1-hour talk, you give them half an hour talk, you give them a booth, and as part of that, you say, you know what, you can get like a 1-hour talk, and a 1-hour talk at my stage is going to be $5,000. But if you bring 10 people to the event, you're gonna get the sponsored talks for $2,500. And if you get 20 people come to the event, you get your sponsorship for free. See, suddenly the person is like, oh, okay. So if I get nobody, I can pay $5,000, but if I bring 10 people, I can give you $2,500. And if I bring 20 people, then I get for free. So I try my best to market your event so I can actually pay $0 to speak at your event, right? So suddenly you are like, you either are making money or you're getting a sponsorship budget, right? That on its own just is amazing, right? So that's one of the other ways to actually get money, kind of people to come to your event. Obviously, you can always run Facebook ads and stuff like that, but it's been proven that kind of like running Facebook ads toward an event, unless you're doing it locally, is a little bit harder. And even like when you are not doing it locally, it's a bit expensive. Like we have had events that like people spend like $80 or $100, $120 per person to show up at their events. So unless you have a very specific system to attract people, is a little bit harder, right? So and the other thing is finding influential people in your town and invite them to come to the event and invite them to invite their friends, okay? The other one is finding other networking groups that in your area and invite them to partner up with you, and you give them a revenue share. So you say, if you like, no matter how many people you actually invite, I'll pay you like $30 or $50 or $100 per person that you're bringing to the event. So you pay them some sponsorship budget, some revenue share. So that way they get encouraged to actually invite people. So there are so many different ways. It depends on the type of the event that you can do. It depends on how far away from the event you are, and just kind of you can plan it and you can do this. So I know that I went through all of this super fast. You're probably going to listen to this episode a couple of times, but it's totally worth it. It's going to help you to massively improve the way that you are marketing your business. If you have other ways of marketing events, go down below and just kind of share with us what other ways you would suggest to promote events. If you are listening to this episode on a podcast or watching it on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to our channel to learn more about how to build a successful public speaking business. And if you're on our blog, make sure that you download our ebook, or if you're not on the blog, go to imanagai.com and download our ebook about how to build a successful public speaking business. And I look forward to speaking with you in the next episode.